Hey, dude.
What's up, dude?
Hey, man, guess what? I saw you on TV.
Did you?
I saw you on the TV.
Did you see me on Peacock?
I saw pictures of it.
Oh, so you didn't watch it? That's a good friend. Thanks. I thought you were my friend. What happened?
I have enough subscriptions.
Come on, man! Don't be cheap.
That's a horrible
messed
thing.
up, bro.
No, I do have Peacock. I think I get Peacock through. Is it possible? I think I get it through Hulu. Is that possible?
I have no idea, dude.
Cool.
No idea.
Cool.
Yeah, but I don't know a lot. Thank you.
Congratulations on being back on television.
Back on TV. I did get a lot of congrats on getting back on television. It was good. I mean, obviously I've been filming or taping for months.
For months
and months.
But
and the day finally came. And it was cool, man.
Finally came. Yeah, I mean, what was if there was a consensus reaction to either, I mean, obviously you being there and your performance, but like the storyline, are people like, oh, this is cool, like, because it's a continuation of the Beyond Salem story.
Yeah, I mean, look, I don't have my hands out there a lot in what people are saying. You know what I mean? So, but I do know that I did get a lot of messages when I posted that I was back. That,
well, you were wearing you were wearing a cool uniform too, so that didn't hurt.
Yeah, it was cool. Yeah, totally. Glad you're back on TV. And you know, obviously it's Bo and Hope, so that's like Luke and Laura. Bo and Hope are still the most popular couple on that show.
Isn't that amazing?
It's amazing, dude. It's amazing. So it was cool to be a part of that. And of course, Christian Alfonso's great. I've already talked how awesome she is. But for my first scenes back, we had a lot of good stuff, man, in the first month here with her. I had a lot of good stuff. A couple months, really.
Well, so this is kind of come out later today. We're recording this on Wednesday. So I'm not sure, because you aired Monday. You did not have anything yesterday, Tuesday. So I'm not sure if anything happened today or not.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I still don't know even how they're releasing these things. So I don't know if it's daily. I don't know if it's going to change, if it's stay that way, but it's just good to be back on TV.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's interesting.
Yeah, man.
Since they record so far in advance, do they record like we do in GH, where they're recording mostly, obviously it's segmented parts of episodes, but is it more segmented over there, where they're recording all your stuff? You know, the thing was, dude, like, I know they had to, because so far ahead in their taping schedule. Like, we've always joked about this, even on GH, when Brandon, we're like, you're filming Christmas? It's May. Right. Exactly.
Right. So I think what happened was, toward the end of the year, and I believe it was the fiscal year, they had to get a certain amount of shows done and be done to start technically the next season.
Right.
Which we're in now, because they got picked up for 2 more years. Days did.
Yeah.
So
that is more news.
Yeah, that's great news, right? Like, it's another 2 years. Awesome.
Right.
But I think this is, we just went back to work this week.
Right.
So yeah, it was this week. So now we're starting a new season. So I don't know if it's going to be as segmented, but I do know that obviously there's dark weeks, like GH has dark weeks also, that they're going to have to do, a lot of episodes every week. Yeah. Right. So it's hard to think that it wouldn't be somewhat segmented.
Sure.
But right now it seems like they're trying to keep the shows together right now.
Right. So on Monday, you were in a glass or plexiglass cubicle, and
well, it was supposed to be glass, not plexiglass. It was supposed to be holding me in. It was supposed to be like a jail, like a cell.
I understand, but wouldn't wouldn't thick plexiglass actually be stronger than?
Maybe dude, I don't know. You're the freaking geek.
Well, thank you. No, but
I'm just kidding, dude.
Like,
I don't know, man. It's supposed to be like Hannibal Lecter. They needed me locked up because I was supposed to be this dangerous guy, and that's what they had.
I think it's a heavy duty plastic product, not a shatterable glass.
Not thick glass, but I don't know how shatterable thick glass is, right? Like, if you're like at the bank, right? The bank, they have glass this thick. What's shattering that except for explosives?
Right. Well, because I mean, and you're thinking like bulletproof glass, bulletproof vehicles. What is that actually made of?
It's some type of glass. It's not plexiglass.
It's not plexiglass. Yeah.
No.
Interesting. Well, reply in
No,
the
it's so
comments.
funny you say that because that's yeah. Go reply in the comments. Go ahead.
Reply in the comments if you know how they make bulletproof glass.
Dude, this guy, listen, I just saw this thing and it was on Instagram or something, but this car that this company makes is completely bulletproof, right?
Okay.
Like
Is it
it's
for government purposes?
It's for it's for diplomats and government and high
security
profile people, whatever.
Yeah.
Security, right?
It's not for your Volkswagen Jetta that you drive to work and back.
No, that's not no.
Yeah.
No. So, but he was so confident that he sat in the front seat of the car and let someone from his company shoot an AK-47 at the windshield, like 20 bullets. And it worked.
Wow. That's
he's still alive.
That's some confidence.
That's some confidence in your product, huh?
Yeah.
No, I would be like, I'm not sure about this. Let's see it inside first.
Oh man, I know we've talked about this before, but I don't know. It reminded me of that time that Spinelli ran into a warehouse and there was like 5 guys with guns that then opened fire on him, and he did like the Matrix back thing.
Yes, amazing.
But Bradford, as the person running in, was like, I don't love this. Like even though I know they're fake guns, I don't like this. So I couldn't even be comfortable with that, let alone sitting in the front seat of a car with someone unloading live AK-47 rounds.
A real live ammo? I know, it's kind of crazy. It's kind of
wow.
All
right, so you're in this. You're in this glass cube, and someone comes to get some. It's Hope comes in to talk to you. Yeah.
Yeah, and she comes in to talk to me to encourage me to, because I had been brainwashed. And I was basically turned into a killer because of my character's name. Oh, you did read some reading, did you?
Well, I mean,
Jackal man.
I was going to say she's like the Helena Castline, but she hasn't been seen since '85 either.
Big deal for her to come back too, and she's a fantastic actress. Awesome.
So that's really cool because I was reading the thing. I was like, who's this Megan person? And then I look, I'm like, oh, she hasn't been there since '85. So that
kind of. You're right though. Kind of like Helena.
Right,
puts people under mind control and does some crazy stuff. Yes,
right.
Orchestrates,
but she was cryogenically frozen for years.
Well, I like that.
Yeah, and you weren't. You were just somewhere else, right? You weren't frozen, were you?
No, I was off at war and stuff. I was a Navy SEAL.
There you go. There you go.
There you go. Yeah, and then she basically recruited me and put me under whatever mind control,
right,
to be her hitman / go get these prisms,
right,
that when all 3 are together there's a power, and I don't know what the power is, but that's what the search for the prisms were. And Hope had one, and I had to befriend Hope, but then it turned into something more than it was. It wasn't me just trying to get the prism. We've kind of fell for each other, and that's why in Beyond Salem I was ordered to shoot her, and I couldn't because I had feelings for her.
Right. So the Beyond Salem, there were prisms in Beyond Salem.
Yes, that's what the search was for. That was basically the whole premise, was get these prisms. Megan wanted the prisms.
How many times he said prism?
I didn't say it ever. Maybe once or twice. Not like And for people who don't know that reference,
Toxic Balls.
Bradford. Bradford can tell you the story.
Well, it oftentimes in our genre there is there's something and it becomes a story point, and it becomes, since we don't use very many pronouns in soaps because we're trying to refresh the viewer every day they watch in case they didn't watch yesterday, we say a lot of the same words over and over again, and I can imagine maybe somebody on Days is being like, I can't wait till I don't have to say prism anymore.
Yes,
because that doesn't just flow out of the mouth, prism, because it ends up it closes the mouth.
Great.
Prism, like it's like flism, flasm, prism.
There's another word that went with the prisms too. That one of them had a name, and it was just like
the flism prism.
Great name. No.
So well, anyway, congratulations, day 1 on Peacock, on streaming. I was gonna say you're back on TV, but you're on the internet now. I don't know where you are.
I guess I'm just streaming.
You're just streaming. So, but you
Yeah.
recently did some conventions, yeah?
Yeah, I went to Kansas City,
Mm.
where a lot of people came up to me. It was interesting, man, because SAC Anime, let's just say it was 90% Cloud Strife and anime, my video game and movie, and 10% GH.
Yeah.
This was probably more 20 to 30% GH people.
Interesting. So they are getting the word out, whether that's your,
I guess.
whether
Well,
that's
I
on
don't
your
know. Yeah,
Instagram or
somebody
if
is.
that's
Yeah. So,
interesting.
and a lot of people are like, "Oh, we saw you at the Improv," and that whole thing when we were there. So,
Yeah.
but it was amazing because here's why. There's a few things. So there's this lady I met who was signing autographs. Her name was Margaret Carey,
Okay.
and she was the original Tinkerbell.
Whoa.
She's 93 years old,
Wow.
and she was absolutely incredible, dude.
Yeah.
Like I mean, if I'm 93 years old, this lady was still so agile, was still so present,
Yeah.
was like so sharp,
Wow.
like so sharp, and she's a legend. Like it was crazy because we always usually do a big whoever's with Celeb Works, that's who I'm with for these
Yeah,
conventions. He takes everybody out to, there's a lot of people that show up and we go out to dinner, and Margaret was there, and it was a late dinner, and she's 93 and she's still there with us. Like it was crazy, man. Like I was so inspired by her.
Yeah.
Like she still works out every day. She watches what she eats. She reads, like she goes, like it's just, her regimen was awesome. And it was just so inspiring. I was like, I'm going to make a t-shirt, Live Like Margaret. Is that okay?
No kidding, right?
Because she was a beast, because there were other people there who were famous, who were 20 years younger,
And
not doing so great, but I'll leave those names off the table.
Right.
But
she's
she's definitely special. She's so cool. And I got to Google her and learn a lot about her and stuff, and it was really nice. It was very sweet.
So has she been doing these conventions for a while now, or is this?
I don't. You know what? I don't know that,
because that would be
dude. That's a huge thing. Like
well,
she had a
that would
line,
be interesting to me. Yeah, like what the advent of these things, like I wonder. I'm not sure if Disney has been utilizing her to like rep the brand, but like I can't imagine. So like how cool in the last however many years an opportunity to go out and meet people and talk about that. Like I don't like before the advent of these conventions, I wonder what she was doing, if that was as much of a part of her daily life as it probably is again.
Right. I don't know, but like I don't know if she's an ambassador, because she's still part of Disney. So like the Tinkerbell's still on the ride, and there's all these things that were live motion or live action, whatever it was called back then. Live
they
motion.
probably still have to license
they used her
voice or
yes,
unless they bought her out. I don't know, man.
But it was 50 years of playing Tinkerbell or something, or 60 or something like that. So
wow,
it was pretty cool. And then I'll move on to the next one. Elvira.
She was there?
Do you know who Elvira is?
Do I know who Elvira is?
Come on, dude.
Yeah.
Elvira, Cassandra, her name is.
Right.
She was Cassandra Peterson. Yeah.
Yeah.
She was amazing. Like she's in her 70s.
Probably,
yeah. 70s. Looked incredible. So cool. And what a legend.
Oh my God.
And what a thing that she created. Because she was like, I don't want to say a real actress when somebody's doing something like this, but she was in Groundlings. She was like going for it, and she stumbled into Elvira. Right.
Wow.
And then made this whole brand of Elvira for the last 50 years. And her freaking line, Bradford,
crazy,
was so long. Like there was not a time
that she was
like she'd sign for 2 hours, take a break, the line would fill back up. 2 hours, take a break, the line. I'd be like, this is crazy. Like it was amazing. I was so impressed. And I told her, I go, what you've been able to create is incredible. Like
Yeah.
something that started in 1960s is still
60s?
six. I think so. Yeah. On
I
TV in
just
the
remember her
60s.
in the 80s, like just being like, hired to do, well, I remember she used to do introduction.
She,
Did
she
she even like
yeah.
a TV show? She would introduce certain, that was like the thing.
Oh, 81. Sorry, 1981.
Yeah.
She auditioned for the role of horror hostess at a local LA TV station.
Right. So like she'd present, she
So
was the one
81.
that would
Yeah.
introduce the horror movies, right? But
Yeah.
then she became
Yeah. And
kind of
she,
became a phenomenon, and then like marketing deals and all these things, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
And had movies and did a few movies and
Yeah.
marketing deals and all this stuff. And she's been doing these things for a long time because she could do the horror cons. She
Oh
can do
gosh, right.
everything.
Well, and so
Right.
like anything that is a throwback. I mean, anyone from that era remembers
I mean,
her.
dude, yes, her line was crazy. Like it was
Yeah.
so cool. And she was so cool and so nice,
Yeah.
you know? And
That's
then,
fascinating.
there were other people there. So it was so fascinating, man. I was so impressed by her. I was like, what you created is incredible, man. You're just killing it, like killing it.
Wow.
So happy for that. So happy for their success. So cool.
This is kind of an interesting segue to my first interaction with artificial intelligence. Because I, like this morning, I I asked it. This is just like
What'd you do? Where? Okay.
I asked. So this is Bard. This is
Okay.
Google's AI.
Oh, Google's new one. Yeah.
Right. So it's
It's
like
a
Bing's
Chat GPT
4.
competition.
Right. So I
Go for
said,
it.
what's the best way for an aging soap opera actor to make money?
Wow. Times are tough, everybody. Times are tough. Times are tough. Whoa. What?
Can I read this to
Okay.
you?
Please. I'd love to hear this. This is amazing.
The best way for an aging soap opera actor to make money is to continue to work as an actor. Soap operas are a
Oh.
long-running form of entertainment that provides steady work for actors. There are many soap operas that
Oh.
have been on the air for decades, and there's always a need for new actors to join the cast. If
Ooh.
an aging soap actor is looking for a change of pace, they could also consider becoming a teacher or a consultant. They could also start their own business or invest in real estate. However, acting is still a great way for an aging soap opera actor to make money. Here are some tips for aging soap
Yes.
opera actors to make money. Stay up to date with the latest trends. The soap opera industry is constantly changing, so it's important for actors to stay up to date with the latest trends. This means attending industry events, reading industry publications, and networking with other actors. Be willing to work hard. Soap opera acting is a demanding job that requires long hours and hard work. Actors need to be willing to
Wow.
put in the time and effort to succeed. Be patient. It can take time to build a successful career as an actor. Actors need to be patient and persistent in their pursuit of their goals. Be positive and optimistic. The soap opera industry can be tough, but it's important for actors to stay positive and optimistic. A positive attitude can help actors overcome challenges and achieve their goals.
Written by a computer.
Written by artificial intelligence.
There's
I'll
a
be-
lot to dive into there.
I couldn't believe it as I was reading it. I truly couldn't.
Kind of crazy.
I truly
Kind of crazy.
couldn't believe it. Like, not only was it
Well,
like
the interesting thing, the interesting thing is there's a positive spin on it. It was
yes.
like somebody was very positive. The AI who wrote this was a very positive AI, where he's like, "Hey, it's just have a positive outlook. It's not
Right.
easy, but you can do it." Like,
right. Instead of being like, hey,
what if you get a negative? What if you get
the
a
odds are not
negative
in your
AI?
favor. This is kind of a declining genre. Maybe try to get some other skills, like not just
That's
invest.
kind of what you tell me every day.
Not just invest in real estate,
You're
but
like,
maybe
"Steve,
get your
this
real
is
estate
declining.
get,
Yes,
your real estate license.
now."
Yeah. But like it thoughtful and like a very succinct argument too. Like, or not argument, but like it was well rounded. Like, stay up to date on trends,
Yeah.
network.
Yeah.
Like, how interesting is that?
I mean, I don't know how it works. Does it just grab those type of things and then compile it? Is
Well,
that
it
what
has
happens?
it synthesizes information, right? It's not just
Yeah.
what is like that's the difference. And I was listening to someone talk about like, hey, the next useful skill for AI is being able to write the right prompt. It's not like it's not researching. Like someone compared it to like
No.
researching versus engineering. Like engineers like create things to solve a problem, and so they know how to, but research is just know what to look for. But
Well,
no, for AI you have to prompt it to get the right result from it.
Correct. So I used it. I tried it with for my supplement company.
Yeah.
Right. So I threw it in there. They're like, okay, describe it in 10 words. I go M3 supplements as, healthy supplements for weight loss and focuses on women and all these things. Right. So it wrote me a minute ad about how these supplements are the best for you.
And was it usable?
It was usable. Yeah. Cause you can go in and edit it and use the things that worked and get rid of the stuff that didn't. So, from a marketing standpoint, like these AIs are writing emails for all these people who have businesses who are now writing emails, right?
Yeah.
So you go, hey, can you write me an email about mindset, about positive habits, daily disciplines, and how to overcome adversity? Boom. Then you can go through, take what you want, add your own language into it and forward it. Right. So it's kind of crazy. And everybody's going to be doing that. I saw online where it said, hey, write me a children's book about Jack, who had to overcome some problems at school and who had a very positive outlook after that and had a pet dog. It wrote a whole book.
Yeah.
And people are selling these on Amazon. Like, then they go to an AI artist and go, hey, it's about Jack and his dog. Oh, here's images about Jack and his dog. Oh, then they upload it to Amazon and it's a kid's book.
Right. No, I was hearing
crazy.
I was hearing a similar thing about like if a kid was being, was having troubles at school, his favorite toy is a stuffed alligator. Like, make it specifically for that kid to deal with the issues that he's dealing with.
But it's so crazy, dude. Like, this is just the beginning.
Well, yeah, no, there's
just the beginning.
There's no, yeah. All right. Well, anyway, that was that. Well, thank you, everybody. This is what happened.
Well, hold on. I had one more thing.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah, just real quick. Because we were talking about life expectancy over the weekend at the con, right?
Yeah.
And how it's going around on Instagram that 35 to 37 is now middle-aged.
People are dying younger now? Is that why? Because if 35,
what's the average life expectancy?
Means...
What's the life expectancy of a male right now?
I'd guess 77.
73.
Oh boy. Okay.
Life expectancy of a female.
I'll say 78.
79.
Yeah.
So is that technically middle age?
I guess it is. Yeah. Because 37 times 2 is 74. And that's past middle age.
That's kind of crazy.
Well, then
I'm in the fourth quarter, baby. I'm in the fourth quarter.
But that's when you got. That's when you got to
put me in.
That's when you got to play the strongest. That's when you got to play the strongest in the fourth quarter.
I know, bro. I
know, and you're doing it.
It's not a joke. We don't think about that stuff.
I know.
Right? Like they gave the age from the 20s, and it was like 47 in 1920, and it went up to 60. And I remember my grandparents being 60. And I'm like, man, they are freaking old.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? We just had that perspective. So
yeah.
We were just talking about it, how you just need, like Margaret lives to 93.
Right.
You got to take care of yourself.
Well, and that's interesting.
You got to do things that are benefiting your health daily. Honestly, and this has nothing to do with my program, but mind, body, and spirit. You just have to do these things because it is proven to help you live longer. Just breathing. We talk about breathing all the time. Just breathing. Hypoxia is lack of oxygen. That's really what causes disease. So just get up and take 10 deep breaths.
Oh, yeah.
Do that throughout the day. You're going to help yourself so much just with that alone. you know, and make some good food choices. Get out and walk. Like, these are things we need to do, you know?
Well, you know, it's interesting. I have more to say, but we're going to record our bonus podcast, which is something that we do on our Patreon page, and we're going to talk more about that. It's going to be amazing.
Okay, great. Let's go.
All right. Well, thank you for listening. This is what happens when we don't have guests.
You guys are awesome.
We just go off on tangents and talk about things. So hope you enjoyed it. And we will be here to entertain you again soon.
Every week.
Every week.
Every day.
Every day.
Almost.
Really.
All right.
Yeah.
Bye.
Please subscribe to our YouTube channel.